What is going on, fight fans and full-time family? I almost cannot even bring this news to you because I'm so excited. I'm thankful. The UFC, they did it. Dana White, El Jefe, he's managed to bring us a main event for UFC 249 just when I thought this entire card might be canceled, and I'm still got my fingers crossed. I really don't want to get my hopes up, but I really think we can count on Dana White for this one. He's not even announcing where the location is because anytime Dana White announces a location, something happens and they cancel that whole city's combat event. It's like there are people that really do not want to see live sports continue. They want to see us all sit here and wallow in fear and be scared of the Rona. And by all means, I'm taking the Rona serious. But in this sense, I completely think we can pull off a fight card with 10 or less people in the room, no crowd, and with serious testing. And the UFC, I am 100% sure, is taking every precaution to make sure these guys are not fighting with the Rona. These guys and girls, they're testing the fighters, testing them for the Rona. They're probably going to be quarantined before the fight for 14 days. Hey, if you want to fight, if you want to get paid, you better not come in contact with anybody for 14 days. Train via Skype. Talk to your trainers over the phone. We're testing your trainers. We're testing everybody that's going to be around you for the Rona because we got to pull this off. The people need this. Around the we need this. I understand other organized sports, it's a lot harder. There's a lot more people involved, but this is 1 versus 1. You don't have to have more than 10 people to pull this off. And I mean, I just really hope this goes through. But now we got to talk about the fight. Excuse me, guys. I didn't expect this. Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. I said it in my last video. That is always the correct answer. Justin Gaethje always deserves the fight. We know Tony Ferguson's trial and tribulations. And oh, by the way, hey Khabib, vacate the motherfucking belt and go eat your tiramisu in fucking Dagestan, motherfucker. We'll see you when you get back. Cause you guys want to know why I don't want to hear this shit from Khabib? Yeah, I get it. You're taking the Rona serious. It's the Rona. You're not ducking Tony Ferguson, right? Wrong. Fuck that. I remember the Gleison Tebow fight. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just pissed off. I usually don't bring up the Gleison Tebow fight, but I'm a little upset because Khabib, you know, at first he said, I'm sorry, guys. I was in America, and then I flew to Abu Dhabi, and then they were closed, so I flew to Russia, and now they're closed. Sorry, guys, Russia's closed. I can't fight. It's like, okay, we get it. Russia's closed. You can't fight. But then people started coming out. Wait, actually, Khabib could take a private jet. Actually, Khabib's a superstar. He probably could get a flight. And then Khabib moved the flagpole. This was my issue. That's where my issue came into play. If you've got a legitimate excuse of why you can't fight, yes, there's a pandemic. The world is facing a pandemic right now. 100%. We do need to stay home. We do need to be self-quarantined. I 100% get it. But some of us are essential workers, and Khabib, you sir are fucking essential. I'm fucking essential. I'm going to work every motherfucking morning, risking my ass out here, just like a lot of other motherfuckers are risking their essential asses out here. And for you to have the best access to testing, the UFC is going to do their best to make sure you are as safe as possible. You could mess around and get your whole family tested. Anybody that's going to travel with you, the UFC will test so you can feel comfortable to come along. They're not going to bring you out here and have you fucking swap spit with the bum and then go fight Tony Ferguson. No, they're going to get you a test. They're going to get you quarantined. They're going to make sure you got proper food. They're going to make sure it's contactless fucking delivery and everything. But the people need you right now, man. The world fucking needs you. The world needs some sort of distraction from this bullshit going on, and you want to fucking sit at home and eat tiramisu. Fuck out of here, man. You're essential, dog. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, yeah, leave Khabib alone. He don't want to get the Rona. You're fucking healthy. You're an athlete, man. You came from Dagestan. You ain't gonna die to the Rona. You're essential, man. I'm not hearing that, man. So I gotta fucking say thank you to Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje and Dana White and the UFC for making this event happen against all odds, because nobody wants this to go on, because they all want to sit at fucking home and pass or what? Just sit in fear and fucking cry all day? This shit's gotta pass, man. Like I said, take all the proper precautions. All the fans, stay home. But the essential workers got to get out here and work. Take a private plane. Don't travel with no stewardesses. Don't need any fishy tiramisu, man. But this is champ shit, and the champs got to get to work. Vacate that motherfucking belt, because you got to do Ramadan anyway, right? You got all these little... This is a prima donna champion, man. I can only fight during these months. Oh, I don't want to risk this. You got actual people who have been wronged, like Tony Ferguson, 11-fight winning streaks, stripped after 4 months, still willing to fight through all the adversity. We're getting smacked by the Rona way harder than you guys, and he's still willing to fight. Essential. I don't understand the problem if you have proper testing. If you're taking all the proper precautions. I'm not saying do a fan gathering. I'm not saying do a meet and greet. I'm not saying none of that. Don't even meet with mini Khabib this time. Face chatter. But you can get tested. Get your whole crew tested. Get your training camp tested. And then come rent out your own motherfucking building. Get it fully disinfected. Let's make this shit happen. And Khabib's not willing to do it. I get it. It's a pandemic. I really do. I truly do. I'm saying take all the proper precautions. And so with that being said, I'm just grateful we still have a UFC 249. I'm sure there's going to be other fighters that can't make it, especially some of the fighters that can't afford to have themselves self-quarantined for this long and afford to bring their coaches to them, like Khabib. Khabib's got money. A lot of these fighters that are going to be fighting probably can't afford to do the shit Khabib can afford to do. They can't afford to rent out their own building and get it disinfected and bring their whole camp on a private plane. They can't afford to do that, but you know who can? Khabib. But Justin Gaethje's going to step up, don't worry. So with that being said, I really hope this happens, man. Dana White's announced it. The UFC has announced it. They're not announcing the location, which I'm thankful for, because it seems like anywhere that was a potential fight venue, their commissions are coming out and canceling this shit. They were supposed to potentially do it in Florida. Nope, Florida banned all combat sports. They're supposed to do it over here. Nope, they ban all combat sports. So they're keeping this a secret. I mean, we had Submission Underground. Chael Sonnen was able to pull off Submission Underground, while the UFC and Bellator and boxing, all these people are having to cancel events. Chael found a safe way, safe place, location. They pulled off Submission Underground. It's a sanctioned combat sporting event, jiu-jitsu. Like, it's 1v1. Why can't we do it, man? Like I said, take all the proper precautions. I'm not being some stupid fucking careless American that doesn't realize that this coronavirus is serious. What I'm saying is take all the proper precautions and be an essential worker. Get your job done. Don't take advantage of the situation as an easy way out. Because you've seen Tony Ferguson's wall of destruction. And you don't want to become a part of it. Because you've never faced anybody like Tony Ferguson on the ground. Because you've got to face all strikers. Because you've got to pad your record up until you were the champion. And then even after that, you got to fight a bunch of strikers. Oops. My bad. Anyway, some of us got to get back to being essential workers. With that being said, it is what it is. I really hope this gets pulled off, man. And if it does, anything negative you've said, and people are still going to hate Dana White. They're going to use this, oh, he should take this more serious. Like he's not going to be going out of his way to get everybody tested for the coronavirus. People that might not even have access to the test are probably about to get tested. Thanks to this. People are about to be able to stay at home. Some of these fighters probably couldn't afford to stay home and self-quarantine. They probably didn't have the money. Now they're going to be able to because they're going to get a fight check. These people need to get paid. They need to feed their families. Maybe their significant others just lost their job. A lot of these people really need the money. So if they take all the proper precautions, I say let's get her done. That being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments and in the Discord. Link is in the description. I'm out.